Hi, this is Camilla Blossom, and I thought it would be fun to do a reading with my sacred spirit deck. And these are flower essences that I have created for over 20 years. And so the deck is all the different flowers. They're wildflowers. Some of them are places and waters in the Pacific Northwest. And for those who would like to explore flower essences more too, this is the book I wrote, which is about these flowers. I picked 44 of them so that we could dive deeper into the stories, the medicine, the energy of these flower essence beings. And whether you take flower essences or not, there's a lot we can learn about the medicine of these wildflowers in the Northwest. And a lot of these flowers also are flowers that are all over, like yarrow and mullein and tiger lily. So there's a lot that grow everywhere. So just to let you know that I have this. And I also use it as a kit. I'll just show you briefly before we get going. And they come with 2 boxes, and they have all the flower essences. So what's really fun about that is that you can, I put this together so you can do your own readings. And so you can be using the cards and do a reading for a client, a friend, a child, and put out the cards and ask them to pick them with their intention or the question. And then you can read about it. I have a little booklet and I have the book, and you can learn all about them. And I'll show you in this reading while I do it. And then you can take, let's say they come up with fairy slipper orchid and mountain hood lily. You can take drops from these stock essences and put them in a new bottle with glycerin or brandy and water, half and half. And then you can make a dosage bottle for them. And then they can take it and work with those flowers too. Or you can use it for yourself, of course. So I wanted to share that. So why don't we get started with our reading? We're in the end of July 2020. It's kind of an intense time, but I just went on a camping trip, so I'm feeling really good. And I just want to call in what energy is it that can really support all of us right now, support you right now. Oh, this has been coming up a lot, the tiger lily. And it's interesting because I was kind of finding the right dress to wear for this video. And it totally wanted me to wear this kind of orangey red, sexy dress. And so I realized there's this call to our passion, to our sexuality, to expressing more relationship in our relationships. And so I invite you, let's take a moment here and call in this energy. I like to just imagine and call in that spirit. And I've worked with these plant spirits for so long, for over 20 years, that they're carried in my bones and my body. And so as you work with them, they'll do that too. But we can right now just invite that energy, the tiger lily, that creative power, invite you to welcome that in. You can even imagine tiger lily flowers, and that energy coming in the crown of your head and down into your heart and all the way down into your womb or hara. It loves the second chakra. The lilies are very sacred in their feminine energies, but this one's a little wilder. So it's encouraging more wild expression in our relationships, more freedom, more abandon, And I think this time of year, the summer, it's like a time to be more passionate and open and celebratory and exploratory. And even if you don't have a partner, you can do that with yourself, with your own sense of your own creative force, your kundalini, your energy. That is the same as your sexual energy. So inviting you to receive that medicine of this flower. And one of the interesting things when I was making this flower, like a lot of flowers, when I make them, they're more gentle and subtle. But this one kind of yelled at me. I'm always thinking of them more as whispering, but this one was really strong. It was like, create, like, don't hold back, be creative, express yourself. I mean, even for me to do these videos, sometimes I'm a little shy about them. And this flower is reminding all of us to express ourselves. Don't be afraid. Come out and express your voice, express your dance, express your writing, express your playfulness, express your sensuality, express all different ways that you engage. And also what's interesting about the signature, the doctrine of signature of plants, is that when a plant points downward, like its energy, even though it flails back, which is like opening, self-expression, but when it has a dynamic energy that points down to the earth, that to me says that it's about embodiment, that its energy can help us feel more embodied, more delighted to be in our body, more sacred feeling about our bodies. So this is one that's very helpful. So you might just take a moment right now to really breathe your energy all the way into your body, deep into your second chakra, your womb, hara area, and also into your grounded, your root. So just bring your energy there. And I often see with this one, a figure 8, like an infinity symbol. So I also invite you to imagine an infinity symbol crossing your hips from one side to the other. So you're kind of weaving. It's like if you're a ballet dancer, you may do this. So this is really good. But if not, you can do that with your hips, or you can just imagine the energy going in an infinity symbol across your hips, and that will help balance that area. And I know for so many, especially women, so many of the traumas and abuse and different things are surfacing. And so it can be kind of intense at times. And so this can help that process of clearing, of owning the pleasure, the joy, the good parts of it, even as we, shake off and release and move through those places that have been more difficult to work with. I'm going to tune in a little bit more and see if there's any other messages from Tiger Lily. I think it's just that reminder to rewild. Like I said, I was just camping and it was so great just to get out and be wild again, like sleep under the stars and be a little wild and wear what you want and go skinny dipping in the river and, all that fun stuff. I think it's important to be fed by our wildness, like nature, wild beings we are. And it's been hard to be doing as much of that because of the COVID corona thing. So, and that creation piece is, and I think the other piece about creation that I'm feeling really strongly is for us to own and claim that we are creator beings. Like we've been so used to, even very spiritual people, we've been so used to hearing the guidance, from the angels and from the fairies and from ascended masters and whoever and that's all well and good, but it's important not to give our power away to those powers, because we are at this point in ascension to be standing up and saying, I am that as well. I am that I am. I am a lighthouse. I am the ancestors that all the ancestors have been waiting for. I am the powerful one that is a leader, a spiritual leader, um, a truth sayer, a way shower, a light worker, an empath, a sensitive, whatever way that you express. And it's so important for all of us to be creators, to create what we want. It's really easy to, I know, talking to my mom and my partner, like a lot of people I know, they're like really disheartened and angry and don't know what to do right now. And I think this one speaks to that as well, that kind of anger energy of how do you funnel some of this fiery, passionate anger even in this time on the planet when so much is falling apart and so much horrendous news is going on every day. And so it's really important to be careful, for one, how much you're going to go on and watch the news, but also it's so important for us, especially those powerful ones, like I was talking about you, that you stand up and own your power as a creator being so that you and me and all of us can be shaping, envisioning, and creating this earth that we want to be on. And so I think this is a big message to Tiger Lily. They're like, yes, don't shy away. And even when we're afraid, you know, we all get afraid. We don't always want to share. We can be shy or hidden or in the background, or we don't feel safe. But just whatever you can do, whatever little steps beyond your comfort zone you can do, ask the Tiger Lily to be with you, to be blessing you on your path, to be holding that space. They're also wonderful for helping you in any kind of relationship. And that could be just a relationship with the world, a relationship you have with your partner, your spouse, your children, like all different kinds of relationships with nature. So this is a really important one. I know relationships are, people are in struggle with that at times too. So I just want to look in my book as well and see if something jumps out. I think I might read one of the case studies, or it's a little story that Koya did a meditation in a group I was in where she was using the Tiger Lily, and she was sharing her experience. And she's saying that she felt her sexual energy awakening after a long winter. And this opening invited comment from the person next to her. Ooh, a tigress. And this experience took her to take a Tiger Lily flower essence over time to open herself further to a creative source energy. And so that would be an example of why you might want to use the flower essence. And if it is one that you want to use, I do have it on my shop at camillablossom.com under the shop, under the flower essences. And yeah, so just want you to continue opening to that Tiger Lily energy. Know that all the lilies are about the healing of the divine feminine. I've been blessed to work with a lot of those flowers for 20 years. When I began making flower essences, I was guided to create a group of them, and many of these are from that, although I've been making them since then, many hundreds, and tuning into these medicines. And for people who aren't so familiar with flower essences, they are created from the flowers. They hold the frequency, the blueprint of the energy, the healing energy of the flower plant. And so you can take, this is some purple yarrow, and you can take the flower in a ceremonial way with permission and tune into the spirit of this plant, and then put it in a bowl of water on the land, do ceremony, ask for it to bless us with this medicine, bring that forward, and then I bottle it, create a mother essence. And then from that, I take drops and make up these different stock essences, which I do sell as a kit like this, and I also sell them. Usually you just buy one, I'll sell them in a bottle like that. And they're just really beautiful medicine because they're vibrational and subtle. So they're very gentle and they're very deep, and they go to places that most medicines don't reach, like our emotions, our beliefs, our mental attitudes, our fears. So they really have a special place in the healing repertoire that they and flowers particularly work with our creativity, our sexuality, our energy, and helping it open and move and flow and circulate in our being. So we feel better, we feel more creative, we feel more sensual, sexy, or just feel better. And so I invite you to learn more about flower essences and consider taking them. And also, as I said, you can open to their spirit and invite the tiger lily or any other flower that you want to work with. You can invite it into your energy field, learn about its spirit. Why don't we just take a moment here, if you'd like, and just open and tune into that spirit of the tiger lily. You might even see a deva, a fairy, the spirit of this plant. And just make a connection. Use your imagination, pretending that you can connect with her, him, this being. And ask to open the relationship with them. Open to that sentient spirit of this flower and bring that medicine into your body, into your energy field, to bring you frequencies you may be missing, or bring you a balm of healing, bring you an alignment that is a little off. And my experience with these plant medicines is they're extremely potent and gentle, or depending on the plants. But they are so magical when you can open and recognize that they are working with us deeply to align us, to heal us, to transform us. And so feel free to open to them. And if you'd like a custom flower essence formula, I make those for people all the time. It's a real joy to do. And I have at my website, camillablossom.com, there's a section on healing sessions with me, and it's under there. And like I say, I also sell the cards and my book and the full kit too. And I am offering, I've been doing this a long time, and I was guided to be working with the spirits of the plant. So that's really how I got started in all my work, is working with the plant spirits. And so I also offer mentorship. I do that a lot for people who, healers particularly, people that want to go deeper into either healing themselves or working with others and becoming a flower essence healer or alchemist, including that in their work. A lot of people combine their yoga practices, or yoga teacher, healers, energy workers, massage therapists, therapists, psychotherapists, a lot of different things. The flower essences dovetails really beautifully into that work. So I just wanted to share that as well. So if that's something you'd like to explore, please get a hold of me and we'll talk further. So thank you so much. If you want to subscribe, please do. You can do that below and learn more. I'll have some links there as well, so you can explore more and look at the different flower essences. If there's another one that jumps out, feel free to purchase that or learn about it. Thank you so much. The flower, the tiger lily flower says, create, create.